Hi, it's Andy. I'm sound a bit out of breath at the moment. It's because I'm at 4,000 metres, not a massive amount of air up here, hence why I might sound a bit out of breath on this one. I'm not suddenly massively unfit. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little chat really about, firstly about altitude, and secondly about what I'm doing. So, higher you get, the less air you get and less oxygen you get. And with that comes a lot of things to worry about, mainly altitude sickness. Now there's various things you can do. You can take all sorts of medication. The doctor I'm working with out here at the moment, he recommends you don't take the medication until you need to. Keep it as backup. So all we're doing is we're controlling the headaches and the symptoms that we're getting with just normal paracetamol and ibuprofen. We do have to keep aware of people, have to keep a look on people, see what they're doing. Altitude sickness can kill, it's massively serious, and you've got to know what you're looking for to make sure all the people that you're with are all safe. If anyone does get any sort of like symptoms of severe altitude sickness, or there's a lot of other high altitude problems which they can get, then the main thing you've got to do is get them back down again as soon as you can. Now, where I am at the moment, quite interesting. We're on this road here. We can go all the way round, all the way along this ledge, all the way up to there, which is quite an interesting one. But interestingly, up the top here, we've got a load of local climbers. You can just see it there, coming off the top. See it out there? And what they're doing is, they're causing rock slides deliberately, so they're controlling when the rocks all come down deliberately. So all the boulders and stuff that come down come out of time on either side. Now where I am at the moment, you see where I've stopped, it's quite a safe area, because above me I've got like quite a gentle slope. Where I don't want to be is basically like here and here. Anywhere like that, you want to minimise the time you're spending there. All the boulders and rocks that are coming down from high up. So as you see here, it's a nice gentle slope, and I'm in a much safer position. Now if you look along the edges, all along the edges, that's where the boulders generally land. So you've always got to try and stay nice and far out. Now interestingly, I always think about locals and how they do stuff. And if you watch all the locals when they're out here, none of them are there. They're all by the edge. So you can think to yourself, stay away from the edge. That's where the big drop is. They're the opposite. To them, there's a bigger risk of things falling from up there than there is of you falling down there. Local knowledge, always good to know. Anyway, that's just a little bit about where I am and sort of risk we're thinking about. We're heading down at the moment from 4,000. We're going to be down to about 3,600 later on today. Makes it a lot easier. You do get problems with your breathing. I get problems at night, especially at this sort of altitude, with just general breathing. If you're trying to go to sleep, just trying to regulate your breath is just a struggle in itself. But it's interesting, and it's certainly different to a normal day in London. Cool. Hope that was all of interest, and catch you all soon. Take care. So another thing you're going to come across in jungles, obviously, is river crossings. Obviously, it rains quite a lot when we're going through. A couple of schools of thought on how to do it. Personally, things I do, I don't wear a seatbelt just in case I need to get out quick. I always think about the way I've got to get out as well. I just look at the flow, look where it's going. You enter the water nice and slowly as you get in. We're going to engage four-wheel drive just in case. This is a well-proven route, so we know it's okay, but sometimes you might want to walk through first of all and just make sure that there's no big holes or rocks that are going to stop you. Obviously you want to keep moving all the time, and you want to be thinking about where your air intake is for the engine. So you don't get any water coming up over the top, hence why some vehicles have snorkels on them. Quite a fast moving coming on this one, but a nice steady flow all the way through. We're going to keep it going all the way out to the other side. Always think looking upstream as well, is there anything big coming in, flash floods or anything like that. Out on the other side, and out we go. So here you'll see one of the biggest dangers where you have rain and ground subsiding, and that's where landslides happen. And you see this road, obviously this is quite right to be here now because it's all collapsed, but this entire side is all collapsed down and dropped. Massive boulders and everything. The road's now been cleared, but it gives you an example of what happens, and obviously there would have been a lot of earth over the road itself.